Welcome back to Season 2, Episode 10 of Class on Grass Podcast.
I really like this orange Powerade. What are your thoughts on it?
Was that the Kirkland? Or
No, this is the real. This is the real Powerade, you know? We got the nice orange, definitely all natural. You know, they probably just squeezed oranges in here.
Well, today's episode is sponsored by Powerade.
It's sponsored. Go get your Powerade. Today's episode sponsored by them. Thanks Powerade for doing this.
Yeah, of course. Hopefully more brand deals to come.
Exactly.
Going into the Premier League.
Just another week. You know, another week. We keep grinding along.
Another win for Southampton, you know.
Yeah.
Undefeated, 5 games. Back-to-back weeks beat teams in the top 4, even if it was Aston Villa and Everton.
I think we're seeing a trend here of the best players in the world injuring their knees. Because we have Van Dijk, who is the best player in the world.
Or just Southampton players.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, but we have Van Dijk.
Former Southampton.
We have Van Dijk, who is the second best player in the world who injured his knee. And then we have Danny Ings, who is the best player in the world who injured his knee. So, who's to come next? Yves Bissouma?
I hope so. No, but it looked pretty serious, actually, in the Villa game. He scored bar down from outside the box, and then towards the end of the game, he kind of leaned back and put all of his pressure on one knee and, looked like it, hyperextend. I don't even know.
Twisted, hyperextended.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff.
Went all the way back, too far. He walked off, so, he could put pressure on it, but still, if we lose him, we'll have to put Shane Long up top.
Shane Long is a demon up at striker. The dude's fast. He is. You have to give him that.
Was fast. I don't think he's got...
How old is he now?
50.
Shane Long entering the game at 55 years old.
Well, Obafemi might start, although he hasn't... I don't think he's played a minute.
Obafemi played 5 minutes in one game.
Yeah, so...
He hasn't... Obafemi can be good, but he's not the best, generally. Yeah. And do you think it's that he doesn't get the minutes, or do you think it's that he just doesn't have the quality?
Well, he's not as clinical as Ings.
Well, yes,
or Adams,
obviously.
And Adams isn't even that clinical.
Adams is... We don't need to get started on him.
Obafemi is even worse than that. I think... I just don't think you can rely on him as a backup striker.
Do you think Shane Long might be better than Che?
Not than Che, than Obafemi, I think, just because of his work rate, but...
Because I don't know enough about the whole entire Southampton squad, and I haven't seen Shane Long play in quite a long time, since I think it was last year before the restart.
He comes on for the last 5 minutes just to run around.
Yeah, just to get some fitness in.
Yeah, he literally just runs, and I don't think he ever touches the ball, but...
Gets paid a lot for it.
Yeah, so I guess so. Then fantasy.
Fantasy has been really a roller coaster for me and Mac this year. As the class on grass.
5th. Oh my.
Where am I?
Okay. So I'll just go through it. So Harry Brewer. Shout out to you.
Big congratulations for your wonderful and phenomenal.
Who's he got?
Team selections throughout the year.
Who
does he have? Is it just...
How is he on top with that team?
He has
McCarthy, Taylor, Dallas, Zuma, Sterling, Zaha, Mahrez,
I bet he changes
Podence,
it. Go back. He changes it week by week. Yeah, he changes it. I wonder if he used it. I used my wild card. I know I did that. I used mine, and I brought in... Who did I bring in again? Oh, no, I'm forgetting. I think it was smart, though, to use my wild card to reorder. I think it was smart right now because we've seen, we're however many games in, we've seen what people can do. And you get another one after winter, so I feel like this is the right time. Why would you do it right before winter break? Mm-hmm. That's just why.
And then we have Charlton Tim, Pitch Invasion at number 2, Bakar Michael at number 3, St. Paul Browns at number 4.
He is a loyal supporter of the podcast. He really is.
And then me at number 5, kind of dead mid. I'm a mid-table team.
You are.
You know.
I'm not.
No.
I'm the Brighton of the fantasy league.
You are, and I'm the Southampton.
Yeah, this is correct.
Chris Larson at number 6, closely behind me, and then you.
A couple 20 points behind.
At 7. Leonardo Cavalletti at 8. Martin Luden at 9, and
the Stromster is just not
doing great.
He's what, 60 points better. 60 points behind. So we're gonna have Paul on the podcast at some point in time. We'll discuss this with him. We will be asking him his strategy for fantasy.
His team isn't bad.
No, you wanna know what he told me the first 3 weeks? He goes, so I think I've been doing really well because I've been making sure I'm changing my team around every week to the players who are going to play.
Points?
He spent like 30 points every week until the game week 5 on new players. He was like, I think I'm doing really well. I was like, dude, you're in last.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right now, I've moved up the table because of Ward Prowse, Ings, and Adams.
Well, is it Ward Prowse's birthday?
It is. And he scored
a birthday set piece goal.
2, 3.
Excuse me?
Assisted.
I had a game. I had a game this morning, so I was unable to watch the Southampton game.
He assisted from a set piece and scored 2 direct free kicks. Unbelievable!
He scored 2 free kicks.
All in one half.
How many goals did you guys score?
It was 4-3 in the end, but should have been like 4-1. We just kind of let.
You lost?
No, we won.
Good. Who'd you play?
Aston Villa.
Dude, Aston Villa kind of crumbling.
That's two weeks in a row. They lost to Leeds last week.
And the Leeds game, remember Bamford just destroyed them. So,
but I mean, surprisingly, Grealish and Ward Prowse are the ones kind of carrying me right now.
See, I don't know why Grealish would be a good shout for a fantasy team. He just doesn't put in enough numbers. He's great.
He does this year.
Nobody's so good. How many goals does he have?
Probably like 3.
Yeah, so he's not putting in the numbers. He's not, in my opinion, he's not putting. If you need players in your fantasy team that are going to consistently score a goal or an assist a game.
Oh, I was thinking he's the only one who does something for Villa. So
is he their pen taker?
Or
is it McGinn?
Well, they got a pen today. He drew it, but he gave it to Watkins. So
Ollie Watkins is good.
I think he can easily take it if he wants to because he's the captain.
Mm-hmm.
But he literally creates and scores everything. So, like, if Villa are doing well, he's going to do well.
I suppose you might get bonus points for him.
Yeah, because he's a midfielder.
You could, yeah. And the nice thing about midfielders, I learned this year in fantasy, if your team gets a clean sheet, it adds a point to the midfielder as well.
Oh, 1 point.
Mm-hmm. Which is nice because I felt like players like Conte and Fernandinho and others, I don't know if Fernandinho's a mid this year, but those players in the past haven't really been selections you'd want, and they still aren't, but you get a little bit more from them than I expected, or maybe it was a new addition. I don't really know to be exact.
Do you think? So, I obviously think Ward Prowse is the best set piece taker in the league, maybe the world.
He's not better than Messi. Surely not.
I think he is. At set pieces.
No. This is a bold claim.
I'm just saying.
This is now the title of our podcast.
I have not seen him, miss many free kicks when he gets them.
Dude, Messi's the best. You can't say anyone's better at free kicks than Messi. Or Ronaldo. Not Ronaldo now, but
Messi
Ronaldo.
prime.
No, not Messi now.
Messi now?
Yes. Did you see his free kick last year against Liverpool?
That was like
two years ago. 2 years ago. No.
That was 2 years ago. He's a different man this year. I don't.
So you're telling me that Messi is not the best free kick taker in the world? I
think it's close. I think it's close.
Can we at least talk about how Brighton actually doesn't have a free kick taker? I don't know.
Dale Stevens.
He went to Burnley.
Yeah,
it was Pascal Gross, but he doesn't get minutes anymore. So I don't know who takes our free kicks. It's like Solly March, and he's horrible.
Solly March looks like he's 12.
He looks like he's 12 and plays like he's 12.
Plays like he's 12.
I mean, you guys are not in a very tough situation with your set pieces.
No.
Us, on the other hand, we need to score. Off of corners, off of corner, because we got Dan Byrne, who's just like 6'8".
Yeah.
Like, actually, I think he's 6'6", which is ridiculous. But yeah, I think that
him next to Lamptey.
It's so funny. It's so funny
because Lamptey's like 5'3".
Lamptey's so good.
He is very good.
Do you think
he's
Lamptey's
breakout player this year
of the whole Prem?
Yeah.
Do you think he's gonna go somewhere big this summer, or this coming summer, or next summer after that?
I don't know who needs him really.
The thing is, I think it's gonna be like a Ryan Sessegnon thing, where everyone thought he was gonna go to Tottenham, and then he didn't, and then he goes like the next year,
and then isn't as good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think he just enjoys playing right now.
Yeah.
And I think the big teams, if they want him, will let him develop this year.
Like, the thing is, when I'm thinking about it, England right back, I think Reece James is better
than Kyle Walker.
No, that's true. No, but Kyle Walker can play center back.
True. Yeah, I'd rather have Walker at center back and James out wide.
So, and I don't think Lamptey's better than Reece James.
Yeah, it's tough because they're both really young.
They're both young. Reece James has better service. Lamptey's just a freaking hard worker.
Yeah.
He works so hard, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, he'll run after everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think they're different players, and I think if you have hard workers like Kyle Walker playing center back, you don't need it as much. And for better teams, you want players who can go forward. He's good for Brighton because we're literally on the back foot every single minute of the game.
Mm-hmm. Well, we did get one question.
Well, this one was last week, but
yeah,
but we forgot to answer it, unfortunately.
Because we were interviewing.
Well, it was a busy. So last weekend we did our own podcast, obviously like this, and then we also interviewed professional player, New York Red Bulls, 17-year-old Caden Clark. We'll be advertising that. We'll be putting that out. Not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow. So if you're watching this right when it comes out, a week the week after that. So I don't know the exact date of that. Maybe it's November
8th.
Yeah, November 8th, I think. November 8th. It'll be coming out at 8 p.m. at night. So be watching for that. It should be a great video or podcast if you're listening with no video. It works for both.
But yeah, we have started the YouTube channel.
Yeah, if you're still listening, head over to the YouTube channel, subscribe, make sure to like our videos, and watch out for more because we'll always be improving it. Mac just made a phenomenal graphic design for the background.
Yeah.
And it'll just keep improving, and we want to grow that following as well.
So look forward to that.
Yeah.
Next week.
But the question that we weren't able to get to is does Pep renew his contract at City or leave to Barca?
So I read something about this where someone made a good point. It was, I think Messi will stay if Pep comes in.
To Barca?
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
I don't know
and
how
Bartomeu's already out, so why
Yeah.
would Messi's getting everything he wants?
Yeah, if he's out, then why would Messi want to leave anyway?
Yeah, that was the bigger problem. You know, he wanted a different owner, and if Pep comes in, then Messi's in the promised land. You know, this is exactly where he wants to be.
And I don't think Ronald Koeman is going to be that man to bring Messi back to life or get him more productive than he was before. And
even that whole Barca team, because I think we're getting to a stage, and it's unfortunate, but we're getting to a stage where you need to look at Juve, and you need to look at Barca, and we've already looked at Real Madrid, and you say, how can this team carry on without Messi, without Ronaldo? Because they need to, because they won't be able to have him for longer. And not only do I think that Ronald Koeman won't revive Messi, he also probably is not the guy, in my personal opinion, that's going to revive that Barca side. Yeah. You need someone to bring back talent that mimics what they had earlier, and they don't have that right now with Messi. So they need to change.
And I think Pep's time, I don't think he's enjoying his football at City much anymore.
See, I said this at the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
I said I don't think he's going to stay. It doesn't look like he's the same manager.
I mean, when you're only beating sides like 1-0 or even conceding to them, when a couple years ago you were beating them 5-0, that's really noticeable. And
I think it's, as a manager, you have your style. You have to adapt, but you have your style. And every manager, eventually, their style gets figured out.
Mm-hmm.
And so he moved to the Premier League, and then his style has slowly been broken down. And I think we're seeing that with Klopp a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, Klopp's side has weaknesses with Van Dijk out, but...
I mean, that somehow happens every year. Every champion then gets off to a rough start, or isn't, well, obviously as good as that last year, but like teams find it easier to play even if they still lose.
Yeah, I agree. The last thing we have to cover is, before we go into a quiz in a bit, is there was a transfer that happened this week, and I was reading into it. I was like, how's that happened then? Because the transfer deadline closed a while ago, but apparently Atletico Madrid was allowed an emergency signing because Thomas Partey left late to go to Arsenal. So they signed Jeffrey Kondogbia. I feel like it's pretty much a straight swap.
Yeah, that's the same player.
I mean,
pretty much.
I mean, like, genuinely, just both huge, really strong center mids. I think Partey's got much more potential as he's younger, and he's also probably a little bit better with quality. But I don't think it's really I think they're filling the hole back up.
Oh yeah, I don't think they'll miss him at all. Kondogbia was sick on FIFA.
Yeah, dude, he was so good on FIFA. I mean,
years ago,
if we're basing this off of FIFA, Atletico Madrid is fine.
Which everyone should do when looking at a player.
Look
at their FIFA stats.
What was that? What was the team a few years ago that was like? Oh, wasn't it Fulham with Mitrovic?
With this random like Greek striker.
Yeah, they were like
Mitrovic. Yeah,
they were like, oh yeah, I just saw that his FIFA card was nice, so we signed him.
Yeah,
like, oh, props to you, just being honest.
He completely flopped and didn't do anything.
That's why you sign players based on how they play in FIFA. If someone's OP in FIFA, like, I'm surprised Jack Butland didn't get picked up by Chelsea or Man City a few years ago.
True,
because that FIFA 17 Jack Butland was unbeatable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, now we got to move on to the quiz section of the podcast, where it's something that we do just for you guys alone. This quiz is purely for your entertainment, not at all for
poor planning
or a lack of what to talk about. But
no, obviously not. That would never.
But that's not the COG way. That's not the Class on Grass way. No. So that's why we're doing this, for entertainment. So Mac, just get us started off on this right away.
Today's quiz, play along at home. If you would be so inclined.
You can listen, and you can try to get them more right than us, which
will happen.
Will not happen. You see, it's not. I'll take the first 5. You take the last 5. All right.
Okay.
Well, hold up. Predictions. Who do you think is going to get more questions right?
Answer in the comments if you're watching.
Yeah, right now, go down to the comments and answer with who you think's going to get more.
Or just keep it in your...
Just keep it in the noggin.
Your brain.
Keep it in the noggin.
Yes.
And just see if you got it right later.
All right.
Here we go.
Today's quiz, Cristiano Ronaldo versus Lionel Messi questions.
The GOATs?
Yes. And Danny.
And him. Although when we have Pablo Campos on, he is going to say that R9 is better than all of them.
Well, it's one man's opinion. All right. So, Leo, Messi has spent his entire professional career at Barcelona.
This is true.
But what was his schoolboy team?
Okay. So, there's no way he was at Boca Juniors. Is there questions? Like multiple choice?
No.
Oh, God. This is going to be difficult. Do I have the Messi ones? You have the Ronaldo ones?
Yes.
I know more about Ronaldo.
Well, I have one Messi one.
Okay.
Or I have 2 Messi ones. You have a couple Ronaldo ones.
Okay. This is... school... You see, I don't know any Argentinian teams.
So... I'll give you a hint.
Yeah. Hints, please.
Has the word boy in it. Boys.
It's like Young Boys, but it's not Young Boys, because that's like a different team.
Not Young Boys.
Old Boys.
Yes.
Wait, actually?
Newell's Old Boys.
Newell's Old Boys. I'm going to give myself a half a point for that one.
I helped you out a bit. Oh, we'll see how I do.
Okay, and then we'll evaluate.
Yeah, okay. So, number 2. Which Portuguese team did Ronaldo play for before signing for Manchester United? Come on.
Lisbon.
Yes. That was a very easy one.
And before that, he played for a team in Madeira.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Do you speak Portuguese?
Obrigado. Obrigada. For all of our Portuguese listeners, that means thank you to man or thank you to a woman.
What about thank you to a dog?
I don't know.
Okay.
Another question for Pablo Campos.
Ronaldo is synonymous with the number 7.
He is.
But what other number did he wear at Real Madrid?
Do you know this?
My guess was incorrect, but I also understand what the answer was, and it makes sense. So.
You see, maybe it was... it's not 11. No way. He just came... No, but when he came to Real Madrid, he was the stuff. Did they give him 10? 10?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
No.
Was it 11?
No.
9?
Yes.
They gave him 9.
See, I thought it was 17.
Did he ever wear 17?
Yeah, for Portugal when he was young.
Ah, yes, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But anyway, Messi famously retired from international duty in which year before reversing his decision?
The year, of the World Cup, 2014.
After it?
Yeah, it was the time after. I'm pretty sure. I know it was December. Maybe it was December or January. It was 2014 or 2015. I know that.
What are you going to go for?
2014.
Incorrect.
Was it 2015?
No.
What?
2016.
Excuse me?
2016 after they lost the Copa America. Remember when he missed the penalty?
Oh, yeah. No, but he said he was going to retire after the World Cup. He literally said he was going to retire.
We'll fact check this. Hold
on. This, music.
Editor, put something in.
He definitely said he wanted to retire after that World Cup.
He constantly replays Argentina's 2014 World Cup final defeat in his head, but has vowed that a recent international sabbatical was a one-off, and he has no plans to retire in the near future.
Okay, that doesn't help. Whatever. The fact check didn't go to plan.
Maybe. Well, did he take a break? I don't know. Who knows? Either way, it's wrong.
Well, some
it's
people
wrong
know.
In terms of
some
this
people
quiz.
know. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So Ronaldo. Last question. Ronaldo exclaims.
What?
Ronaldo exclaims which word
Sí.
when celebrating? Yes. Good job.
Yes.
Spanish for.
Yes.
It's trilingual. This
I am trilingual.
Okay. So take it up. The answers are below it.
Did you look at the answers?
I did not. I swear.
I swear to God.
No, I swear. I swear.
You definitely... Okay.
I was only if I get them all right, you'll know.
Drop in the comments if you think he's a cheater.
I'm not.
Okay, whatever. Messi wore the number 30 at the start of his Barca career, and now is number 10. What other number has he worn for the club?
See, now I think it's...
How do you not know this?
What do you mean?
I'm not going to give you a hint because I can't.
What do you mean, how do I not know this?
Because if I give you a hint, you will know.
17.
That's your answer?
Yeah.
No. I'll give you a hint though.
I thought
I've told you about it before, specifically been like, Messi wears this number.
19.
Yep.
Okay.
If you guys don't know, that's my number also, 19. Just so you get the background of that one.
Yeah.
Which Portuguese island off the coast of Africa, which also shares its name with a cake, is Ronaldo from? I literally just said this. I just said this.
So, 1 for 2.
Yeah. Messi has won a record number of Ballon d'Or awards. How many? You see, I feel like you're getting kind of easy ones here.
5, 6.
I'm not. You
6.
no
6.
no
6.
no.
You didn't ask for a final answer.
I shook my head a little bit. I was like, no, you have to.
6 final answer.
You have to give there's
half
no
point.
way.
Half point.
Okay, then I get the half point at the
Okay.
beginning because I get old boys.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, there we go. So you get half point for the 6. Ronaldo helped Portugal win the European Championship in which year? God, these questions are easy.
2016.
These questions are so easy.
Yours were
No.
very similar.
Newell's Old Boys.
Okay, I knew that.
Number 9.
I
Okay,
knew
number 5 for me was pretty easy.
Yeah, okay.
C. Okay. I've never seen an easier question in my life. Oh my god. Which German multinational sportswear company is Messi an ambassador for?
How is that easy?
If you don't get this
How
right...
is that easy? Audi? I don't know.
Is that your final answer?
Let's look at your face.
Do you want to hear the question again?
Volkswagen.
Do you want to hear the question again?
You said German.
Multinational sportswear company.
Why did I think car?
What?
I was thinking of cars. Oh, Adidas.
Yes. I was thinking like Volkswagen.
Wait,
Volkswagen.
I swear you said
No.
What, like German car company?
No.
Okay.
They just tried to word it weird.
Yeah.
It's just like, what cleats does Messi wear?
Yeah.
It's literally just that. All right, guys. Well, that.
So I think I won that, but that was very easy for me.
No. Calculate the points real quick. Okay, so I get half point. No.
Half point. Full point. So 1.5. No point. No point.
1 point. So I got 2.5.
Yeah.
And you got.
And I got. No point. Full point. Half. So 1.5.
Math.
So 3.5.
All right. Well, whatever.
Pre-calculus.
Pre-calculus kind of things.
Yeah.
That finishes out this week's episode of Class on Grass podcast. Make sure you go like the video, subscribe to our channel. Maybe check us out on YouTube if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. And make sure that if you're on YouTube, you go check us out on Anchor, which is just down below on the little screen. All right. Thanks.
Yeah.
See ya.